Pilot Malt House is set out to produce the highest quality, locally sourced malt for the craft brewing and distilling industries. Beer and spirits don't start at the bar, they start in the soil. Through craft agriculture, we're telling the stories of the people, places, and purpose behind making great beer and great spirits.
For my whole life, I've been an entrepreneur. I'm always trying to start a business that inevitably no one would buy said product or service. So it was never a good fit. And then summer of 2012, as I started getting more and more disgruntled with my day job, me and a buddy kind of got drunk on some of his homebrew, and I started asking questions on what beer. To that, I was really ignorant to what it took to make beer and what was in beer. And I kind of started asking questions on what the ingredients were, where they came from geographically. I started Pilot because I didn't like the answers to the questions I was asking. And it's a key component of what we're doing is really to start the education of people when barley's put in the ground in April or May.
The ethos of Pilot Malt House is to connect farmers and growers with our customers, which are brewers and distillers. So we're connecting the craft beverage industry back to its agricultural roots, back to the soil and the natural environment where those products come from. But a lot of people don't realize that beer and distilled spirits are very much a part of the earth.
Beer is an agricultural thing. The farmer has to grow it, to grow the grains to put into it. And a lot of people take that for granted. They don't know what goes on behind the scenes of it, what actually is involved to make a beer.
What fuels us is that we go to a brewery and see the care and love and passion that a brewer has or a distiller has. And we need to start that in the field, not when it shows up to the brewery.
During the malting process, the barley kernels are steeped up to about 50% moisture, allowed to germinate, so it's allowed to grow into a young barley plant. During the germination process, the starches that are stored for energy for the young barley plant are converted into sugars by enzymes that is also produced by the barley kernel itself. Before it's actually able to turn into grass itself, we kiln it down to about 5% moisture. And the rootlets are removed, it's cleaned and bagged and sent off to brewers and distillers. One of the best things about being a craft maltster, aside from working so closely with our customers, is the fact that it allows for a creative outlet. We work on a 1-ton batch size, so we're comparatively extremely small. So therefore, I can afford to take risks.
We want to listen to what our customers and potential customers want and fill that gap. That we're small enough and tactically minded enough that we can pretty quickly pivot and create a malt that maybe's never been produced before.
I'm very happy and very excited to be part of this industry where we actually make a product that goes into the beer that all us Michiganders love to drink.
We will not put our logo on a bag of malt unless it met every one of our requirements, and chances are we've already drank a beer with it in there, so we can vouch.
When somebody drinks a Michigan beer, they just get a big glass of me.